Tron Ares feels like a natural continuation of the Tron franchise, but not a continuation of Legacy. There we go, that's better. And honestly, it feels like Ares is more akin to a sister sequel with Legacy than a sequel to Legacy. This movie is just Solo, a Star Wars story, but for the Tron universe. Because as much as it takes place during the same world and actually after Legacy, it has more themes in common with Tron 1982 than it does with Legacy. And a natural continuation from Legacy would have been the ramifications of programs existing in the real world, and we get that with Ares, but we also get a little bit more. Because in Tron 82, there's the idea that the user's spirits are put inside of these programs as they write them. But also that these programs are more than their code, and that they're more than these spirits that have been put inside of them, they're ideas in of themselves. As we see in the original movie, Grandpa Dillinger making the MCP as a chess program that just keeps learning more and more and keeps making bigger and more elaborate games. Holy shit, the MCP was war games before war games was a thing. But we see the MCP becomes more than its programming in the worst way possible, following the Dillinger idea of more greed. And this happened within the open endcon grid where users were encouraged to explore and do more. And by extension, the programs themselves were encouraged to do more by the spirit of the users that were making them. Contrast that with the Ares grid where you're doing A, what you're supposed to do, or B, getting derezzed. Which I then think is really interesting because as soon as these programs are taken out of their super strict grid and put into this open grid, the real world, they're given the opportunity to actually deviate from their programming. And just like the original MCP and the Encom open grid was able to just go off and become something different from its original programming, Ares is able to do the exact same, just in a more altruistic way instead of world domination. Something Athena was also given but chose otherwise.